Kelly, and I have Chiari malformation. Chiari is when your brain falls down into your spinal cord. It causes a laundry list of problems: headaches, third speech, choking, sleep apnea. It is also called the silent killer. Doctors don't believe that it kills, but it does. We've had people fall over dead because they didn't know they had Chiari. They sometimes go to sleep and they don't wake up. Last year, I had the Chiari brain decompression surgery. They have removed a portion of my skull, a portion of my C1. I had the bovine patch put in. Um, that recovery was rough. I'm still recovering. That was in May of 2013. In November of 2013, I had to go in for another surgery for Chiari. I had to be fused from my C5 to my C7 because my neck herniated and was blocking flow again, and it started causing severe headaches. The headaches with Chiari are nothing compared to your everyday headache. I will gladly take a migraine over a Chiari headache. They can last from days to weeks to months without any relief. You can go to a hospital and doctors will tell you that Chiari does not cause what you're telling them. They will tell you you're crazy. They will try to have you committed. Um, it's awful. I see so many people going from doctor to doctor to doctor just trying to get help. We're begging and pleading to get these doctors educated. We're going armed with all kinds of information for these doctors to learn. When they're going to med school, there's only one paragraph that they learn about Chiari. And it's sad that we suffer every single day. Chiari has no cure. Most people are born with it. Some people acquire it. Usually, Chiari is brought on by some sort of trauma. My Chiari became symptomatic because I was in a domestic abuse situation for 10 years. I have a TBI and four closed head injuries because of my ex-husband. I had a headache for 2 months after I returned to Michigan, after living in Missouri for 10 years. Um, I went into the hospital for a minor procedure. When I came out of the anesthesia, I was very, very ill, very, very ill. And my mom started pushing for a CT scan because I was showing all the signs of a brain aneurysm. They kept telling her I was fine. They weren't going to do a CT scan. And she fought and fought and fought for hours. And they finally broke down and gave me the CT scan. I came back from CT scan after they told her they're not going to find anything. It was a scan that wasn't needed. They came in and said that they were taking me down for emergency MRI because they found something, but they weren't telling us what it was. They said we would have results in an hour. An hour came, and then 2 hours came, and then 3 hours came. We didn't get the results till the next morning. Do you want to talk about everything that goes through your mind of what it could be? And the doctor comes in. At this point, I'm vomiting. I couldn't take any lights, any sound. And he tells me a word I've never heard before. You have Chiari. But the words that stunned me was, it's no big deal. You can have surgery, but, and there's the word, but you're still going to have symptoms. Well, I still need a back surgery at this point because I have a broken back. My L5 is broken. We thought my broken back was due for my accident, while one doctor thinks it was I might have been born with a broken back, and that is from the compression of my brain pushing down on my spinal cord. I'm pushing that back surgery as far as I can because I don't want any more surgeries right now. I endured 2 major surgeries in 1 year. I jump around a lot because my brain is scrambled from brain surgeries and brain injuries. It's awful. It's awful living in my body. I have a laundry list of specialists that I have to see. I'm 38 years old and I can't enjoy life like I should. I sit on the sidelines a lot, but I'm breathing. I'm walking. I went through 7 neurosurgeons who all told me I didn't need to have surgery, that my symptoms weren't Chiari because my brain was only out of my skull 5 millimeters. And I found one neurosurgeon who was a specialist in Chiari, and I was actually herniated 8.5 millimeters out. And when she got in there, I had no CSF flow to my brain. When she saw me in her office, I was barely walking. I could barely get my words out. I was choking on everything. Even trying to swallow my own saliva, I was choking. If I didn't have my surgery when I did, I would have been dead within a year. It's sad and it's scary. It's scary knowing that I was dying, and I was dying slowly and very painfully. And my family was watching, and there was nothing that they could do. I took a turn for worst again, but they think everything is stable and everything's fine. So I'm reaching out again to another neurosurgeon in another state to get more answers, because I have been told that the scar tissue in my neck is producing fluid. I can't find anywhere on the lovely world of the internet that scar tissue in my neck can produce fluid. Because my headaches are back. They're back severe again. I am dizzy. I have passed out. I have now recently been diagnosed with POTS, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. When I stand up, my blood pressure plummets and my heart rate jumps up. So now I'm on beta blockers. I've also got to see a rheumatologist. I've also got to see a geneticist. So let's just add those doctors to my daily life of living. Please, get the word out of Chiari. Start helping us find a cure. If you see a link up for Conquer Chiari or asap.org, donate. Get these people who are doing the research to find a cure. Help them, because the government doesn't help us. They don't help us hardly with anything. We need a cure. We have babies that are dying. These kids that are suffering every single day with this pain. They don't deserve this. Not at all. Thank you.